All of the solo country artists I've done so far for this series are male, but now I'm doing a very iconic female, Miranda Lambert. I'm Laura Youngblood, and welcome to my channel, From Laura's Perspective. At least 3 times a week, I post video essays on a variety of topics, including music, movies, TV, food, drink, history, culture, business, and much more. In case you didn't know, Lambert was actually once the wife of Blake Shelton, who I've also done a 2-part analysis on, which I suggest you check out. In a culture where country music has come to be male-dominated, Miranda Lambert serves as a very important figure in the industry, especially given the music she's produced. Before I get into it, I want to remind you that my channel consists of an entire library's worth of video essays. If these are the kinds of videos you like to watch on YouTube, then this is the channel for you to subscribe to. And if you like learning about the changes or lack thereof in a musical artist's styles and lyrical content, then my artist analysis series is for you. But enough about that. Let's start talking about Miranda Lambert. Miranda Lee Lambert was born to Rick and Bev Hughes Lambert on November 10, 1983 in Longview, Texas, but would be raised in Lindale, Texas. After the oil crisis dampened the economy, Lambert and her family, which consisted of her parents, and her younger brother, lost everything. Following this, the Lamberts began a faith-based ministry and offered their home as a shelter for victims of domestic violence and their children. Lambert claims that the stories of the people they served inspired her to write the song Gunpowder and Lead. While still in high school, Lambert made her professional singing debut with the Texas Pride Band. In 2000, Lambert learned how to play the guitar so she could write her own songs. Though not yet signed to a major label, she was able to release a self-titled debut album with 10 tracks in 2001. But generally speaking, the first album Lambert released through Epic Records Nashville, Kerosene, is considered her official debut album. Lambert got down to recording songs for Kerosene as soon as she was signed to Epic Records Nashville after placing 3rd in the television competition Nashville Star. Kerosene reached number 1 on the Billboard Top Country Albums chart, peaked at number 18 on the Billboard 200 Albums chart, and was certified platinum by the RIAA. Kerosene's lead single was Me and Charlie Talking, which Lambert co-wrote with her father Rick and Heather Little. The song is about a teenage romance that is very fragile. Although the single made it onto the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart, Me and Charlie Talking wasn't a very big hit, peaking only at number 27 on the chart. But remember, it was Lambert's first single released through a major label, so let's go easy on the song. Bring Me Down, the second single released off of Kerosene, didn't do too much better than its preceding single, peaking at number 32 on the Hot Country Songs chart. Kerosene's title track was its 3rd song released as a single, and the most commercially successful and well-known of its 4 singles. Kerosene is an up-tempo song composed in the key of D major and backed with electric guitar and harmonica. The song is about a narrator who fights back against a cheating boyfriend by dousing his house with kerosene and burning it down. Kerosene was Lambert's first single to be certified platinum by the RIAA, and the first one to make it into the top 20 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart, peaking at number 15. New Strings was the fourth and final single released off of Kerosene. The song is about leaving the narrator's home state of Texas behind and starting a new life, which consists of getting a new guitar with new strings. The song did a little better than Me and Charlie Talking on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart, but not as well as Kerosene, peaking at number 25. For Lambert's second studio album, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, Lambert switched from Epic Records Nashville to Columbia Nashville Records. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend was Lambert's first album to even be nominated for, let alone win, an Academy of Country Music Award, with said award being none other than Album of the Year. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend was certified double platinum by the RIAA, reached the top of the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart, and peaked at number 6 on the Billboard 200 Albums chart. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend's first single released was its title track. Its second single was Famous in a Small Town. The song has a moderately fast tempo and is set in the key of B major. Hence the song's title. The song is about how well everyone knows each other and their whereabouts in a small town, and no one has to be in any kind of media, such as the cover of a magazine, to be known in such a way. Famous in a Small Town was certified gold by the RIAA and peaked at number 14 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend's third single, Gunpowder and Lead, is probably the album's best-known single to date. It was Lambert's first top 10 hit on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart, peaking at number 7. On December 3, 2010, Gunpowder and Lead was certified platinum by the RIAA. In this song of empowerment, the narrator sings of her plans to shoot and kill her abusive husband once he gets out of jail. As I mentioned earlier, this song, which is comparable to such songs as Goodbye Earl by the Dixie Chicks and Independence Day by Martina McBride, which are both about battered women killing their abusers, was inspired by one of the domestic abuse victims the Lambert family took in when Lambert was growing up. This moderate, up-tempo song is set in the key of G and is backed by a resonator guitar. The fourth and final single from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, More Like Her, is the only song from the album that Lambert wrote by herself. This love ballad, set in the key of B major, is backed primarily by an acoustic guitar. In this song, the narrator describes the details of a woman whose lover returns to his old girlfriend, who takes him back despite his cheating. The woman realizes she should have been more like her to keep him, but she could not because she does not forgive him. More Like Her peaked at number 17 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart. Lambert's fourth studio album, Revolution, won not one, but 2 country music accolades in 2010. The accolades I'm referring to are Album of the Year at both the Academy of Country and Music Awards and Country Music Association Awards. Lambert promoted the album during the first week of its release through television appearances on Good Morning America, Late Show with David Letterman, and The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Revolution peaked at number 8 on the Billboard 200 albums chart and reached number 1 on the top country albums chart, as well as being certified double platinum by the RIAA. Revolution's lead single, Dead Flowers, was also included on an EP of the song's namesake. Dead Flowers is a ballad in the key of E major, driven by acoustic guitar and percussion, in which the lyrics use dead flowers and burned out Christmas lights as a metaphor for post-breakup sadness. Lambert was actually inspired to write the song while looking at wilting Valentine's Day flowers in a vase that were from a boyfriend who'd recently broken up with her. Dead Flowers peaked at number 37 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart and was nominated for Best Female Country Vocal Performance at the 52nd Grammy Awards. Fun fact about Revolution's second single, White Liar, Lambert donated the original handwritten copy of the song for public display behind a glass case in the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. White Liar is a moderate up-tempo song composed in the key of F major, with the flattened seventh backed primarily by steel guitar. The title refers to a man whom the narrator is confronting by deceiving her by cheating. The single was certified double platinum by the RIAA, peaked at number 38 on the Billboard Hot 100, and number 2 on the Hot Country Songs chart. Revolution's third single, The House That Built Me, was written by Tom Douglas and Alan Shamblin for Lambert's then-boyfriend Blake Shelton to sing, but after Lambert reacted emotionally to the lyrics, she wanted to sing the song herself. The House That Built Me was the fastest rising single of Lambert's career, becoming her first number 1 single on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart a mere 12 weeks after its release, and staying at that position for 4 consecutive weeks. It was also her second single to receive a platinum certification from the RIAA. This country ballad is composed in the key of F major and is driven primarily by acoustic guitar and steel guitar fills. This song is about a female narrator who revisits her childhood home as an adult and asks the person currently living there if she could take a look around and reminisce about her life there. It's a tearjerker and more than relatable for anyone who no longer lives in their childhood home. Revolution's fourth single, Only Prettier, is about a country girl and city girl who butt heads over differences in their lifestyles and upbringing, but by the end of the song, come to an understanding that the country girl and city girl are actually quite similar, but the country girl is only prettier. This up-tempo song is composed in the key of A-flat major and is backed by electric and steel guitars and percussion. Only Prettier peaked at number 12 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart and was certified platinum by the RIAA. The fifth and final single off of this album, Heart Like Mine, was co-written with Ashley Monroe and Travis Howard. Heart Like Mine is an up-tempo country song composed in the key of A-flat major and backed primarily by electric guitar, banjo, and steel guitar. The song is about a narrator who is often criticized by family and friends for being a little rough around the edges, so to speak. Heart Like Mine was certified platinum by the RIAA and topped the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart. Thank you all so much for watching. Lambert is a true Texan and true country girl, making her so perfect to be part of the little female representation there is in country music today, although it does need so much more. So much of Lambert's music was influenced by the hardships her family faced in wake of the oil crisis, and even what they still managed to do for others, particularly domestic violence survivors. But of course, what I talked about today was only Lambert's early music. In my next video, I'm going to talk all about the music she continued to produce, starting with her next studio album, For the Record. But in the meantime, check out one of the links on your screen to get to know my content a little better. And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button to join my video essay library.